Zimbabwe has for the past years gone through a phase of untold suffering, hyperinflation and human rights abuses. The July 2018 elections, which were supposed to cure these anomalies and restore the life and dignity of helpless Zimbabweans, has however been a curse unto the nation. Escalating price hikes, shortage of basic commodities, and an arrogant government is what has characterized the post-July 2018. And the only question being asked in the corridors is where to now. Organizing for Zimbabwe Trust had a date with different people on the future of Zimbabwe, and this is what they had to say.
I think the first or primary element that we have to look at is what has been purported or has been said to be the new mantra of the new government that we are faced with or that we are dealing with. First of all, they have said that they are now a listening government, but of recent, the past few months, where things have gone for the West or prices have inflated, begs to question or begs to ask, are they really a listening government? But in that regard, then there is need to interrogate as to whether, whilst they are a listening government, yes, they hear the people. Are they doing government, a government that does when they are given recommendations by people? So in essence, we have been advocating to the government for a long time to say, in terms of the principles of production and consumption, one thing we need to do is to deviate or move away from being a consumer nation to a producer nation. We have got the means, we have got the land, we have got the minerals within our ground, we have got a lot that is yet to be tapped in our country here in Zimbabwe.
But zvanchida kuti tivo tinobatana vanhu kwete kuti vamwe vachienda kwavo vamwe vachienda kwavo uye maprices ezvinhu muZimbabwe ngave anokontroleka kuve neprice control necorruption ive inogadziriswa panyaya idzodzo.
I think personally I'm glad with the young people that we have these days at this current era, because when we talk of where Zimbabwe, where we see Zimbabwe, or where I personally see Zimbabwe in the next 5 or 10 years or more years to come is somewhere rosy, because the youths that surround me now are very keen and deeply affected that they have risen their eyebrows and feel it's time to wake up towards whatever that is affecting them. So I see Zimbabwe becoming a nation with key vibrant youth who have developed community-based solutions, being also at the center of any action-based initiatives that are going to be driven or within their communities or wherever they're doing. So I'm really, really passionate and inspired to looking forward to a great Zimbabwe ahead. And the challenges that we have faced before, they give us a very, very strong background whereby we can relate to the effects. I know we'll focus much on the issues that have affected us and whatever that the impact that they have caused. But I feel like, you know, when you suffer for too long and you find your way towards being the next greater thing.
Zimbabwe was on a path to recovery, re-engagement with the international community. But after such a disputed election, we've seen the economic situation spiraling out of control. We've seen the international community not backing to Zimbabwe, not supporting Zimbabwe. Just in the recent pronouncement of the ZDERA, the Zimbabwe Democratic Economic Recovery Act by the United States President Donald Trump, which has put more sanctions on Zimbabwe. I think right now the only path that Zimbabwe can go to is return back to legitimacy through political dialogue, because the problem in Zimbabwe is not economic, neither is it social, it's political. Now I believe it's not long about the issue of who you support and what you support, but it's about the issue of putting Zimbabwe first.
We have a clear picture of where exactly we are going. Most things are just changing. You know, our leaders today, this leader will come out saying this and this one saying a different story. So at the end of the day, there is sort of a confusion. But I think, you know, when you are trying to rebuild or address other things, there is that anomaly of saying things will just happen a different way. But from my personal view, I think we are going somewhere because there is something happening, though the pace now is very low. And also I can say the future is bright if everyone cooperates, the government engaging with the citizens and also the citizens engaging with the government. Because I know we have challenges, we have differences, things like that. The government is going this direction, the citizen this way. But at the end of the day, it's going to affect everyone. So I just applaud all.
Elections, according to the true witness after the elections, we have kukwira kwaita prizes zvinhu zvese zvangoshuta, you know, it seems like we are not going anywhere. Otherwise, the country iri kutoenda kumawere and we are going to suffer more.